I do not have the plans for this yet. They are coming. Homestead Builds Volume 2. I think it's the very next plans we're working on, so hopefully they aren't too far away. But until then, like if I have a member text me or whatnot and say, how do you build this? Well, I just go out there and take measurements. So that's what I'm gonna do right now with y'all and pictures. So we're gonna do that via video. Well, like I said, it's 10 feet wide, inside to inside. It's 12 feet long. And one thing I probably should have talked about, well, we'll talk about it now. We got these skids, two 2x6s laid on their side. And they're attached, we attach the frame with, what are these called? L brackets? Let's call them L brackets. And this metal, this would probably be your most difficult, unless you're a welder, then this won't be difficult. Otherwise, you're gonna have to have it made. This skid plate, this metal skid plate, you can get the instructions from that at Polyface Designs, the book. That's from my mentor, Joel Salatin's. And this has got a chain that gets welded to it. And actually, the pull bar is right here while we're talking about it. You'll have to get these instructions at Polyface Builds. There's a link to it right down below this video. But you have this massive pull bar, and you have attachments on either end. The pull bar goes across, and it causes, if you were just to, run a chain to there, and from there to there, and you have this triangle, you're gonna pull these legs inward. This pull bar helps the legs keep pulling straight. Then on the bottom, I have decking board, a 1x6 plastic decking board. That serves two purposes. It keeps our cedar lumber. We've used cedar. Well, I mean, I think we just use hardwood off the farm. That'll work, and mostly under the shelter. But these bottom ones, I'd use cedar, rot resistant. And this plastic plate, two things. Helps keep the board from rotting. Even cedar rots over time. And makes this skidding easier. When it's a plastic surface, it skids easier. They extend a little further, I think a foot on each side, so this is probably 14 feet, yeah? So you're gonna have to get a 16-footer. This is so you guys can build this yourself. So from on top of the skid, I try to make this as simple as possible. My buddy and co-author Chris Slattery will make this even more streamlined by the time we get it into a book. Yep, 8 feet, that's how I like to build. It could be shorter, right? It could maybe be a foot shorter. But boards come in 8-foot lengths. So we got 8 feet. The roof is flat. It's not pitched at all. And I thought, maybe should I pitch it? No, because where do you get any level ground? All ground is, even in Florida, is not quite level. So water is going to run off of it some way or the other. You could pitch it if you want to direct your water in a certain way. Say you wanted to do rain barrel collection for your pig waterer. You would want the water to run a certain way, and you want to put gutters on it. Yeah, these are 3 feet on center apart. We have a brace board, a 14-foot brace board going across. Our roof is 14 feet long, and it sticks out wider. See how much it sticks out? Less than a foot. So let's measure this. I know I like this. I know this is not my first go at this. This has been redone a number of times. It's 12 feet. Next, we did a 52-inch cattle panel, whatever a cattle panel is. And then one thing I should note, I first tried the poor man's way and just did T-posts across too when confining them with panels. It's so much, just buy the 10-foot Tartar gate and tractor supply, because when you want to go move this thing, all you got to do is hinge that thing out and then move, as opposed to removing T-post, removing your walls. Long end to long end, 43 inches, and I have one on every post. I also noticed I have a cross board here so that it supports the roof. Notice how the 8-foot post goes up into the frame of the roof, and the roof is sitting on this cross board. 18 inches. Trusses are 18 inches on center. For the lean-to, wow, we got a break in the wind here. I did a Simpson bracket that just holds up the 2x4. I would do 8-footers here. I would do 8 foot that way and 8 foot across. So your two center boards are gonna be 7 foot 9, right? I only did 1 center support. It doesn't need a lot. This is temporary because what happens when I want to move this thing? I need to be able to easily get that off. So I just unscrew out of the Simpson bracket. The Simpsons brackets stay, unscrew that. This is just literally a 2x4 with a couple of screws in the end of it, okay? This one I did slope because I didn't want any water running into the pig port. So I did slope it away.